Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the second day of February, the sixth day of the month of Shvat. Here we go. So, if it's Erev Shabbos, and like we told you yesterday, it is a mitzvah to be tasting the food in preparation for Shabbos. Make sure it's all, this thing needs a little more salt, that thing needs to be cooled down, or whatever. So, if you're doing that, do you make a bracha? So generally, the rule is, if you're just tasting something and not enjoying it at all, and it is questionable whether you make a bracha on it. But a good idea is to just plan to have a good amount, enjoy it, plan to enjoy it, and then it's appropriate to make a bracha on it because you're getting benefit from that food. So say I'm tasting the cholent, I want to enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy it, just checking if it needs more salt. Have a good swallow, take a goodly amount, that's worthy of a bracha and enjoy and make a bracha, and then you won't have any confusions in that situation. Now, not that it applies at this time of year, but if it were the 9 days and you're one of those people not eating meat during the 9 days, and someone needs to taste the meat for Shabbos to make sure that it came out right or whatever, so then can you taste the food? So a lot of people say, yeah, it's a mitzvah, and I'm checking out the food for Shabbos, and yes, I would do that. Other rabbis say, well, yeah, but it's the 9 days and you're not eating meat, so taste it and spit it out. You may want to speak to your rabbi, ask him what the best course of action is for you, but that's for the summertime when we're in the 9 days and not eating meat, and the meat for Shabbos might need to be tasted. Okay, probably a lot of you know that there is this thing that we read from the Mishnah in Shabbos, and we read it before Shabbos, and it talks about the preparation for candlelighting, etc. And in it we say, Isaratem eiravatem hadliku es haner. And that harkens back to a practice that used to exist when everybody was removing meiser, and it was a more agricultural society, and they didn't just go to the store and buy their challah. So they would check with the family and say, Isartem, did you prepare the food? Was the proper tithe taken off of the food, the meiser? Eravtem, did you do all the proper things with the Eruv and whatever? And then they would say, Hadliko asaner, light the candles. Now, we don't have opportunity to do all that because we're not all making an eruv. We're not all we're not all taking tithes off of our. We're not so agricultural. Most of us went to the store and bought our stuff from the store, and that took care of that. So, but the gist of it is still, appropriate. It would mean that basically the husband, the father of the home, would be checking with the family, is everything straight for Shabbos? Politely, in a nice, relaxed way, so that it brings comfort to the family. And he would ask, I would suggest it would be the modern version of this. Are all the Shabbos timers set? Are the things put away where they need to be? Is the car parked? Is there all the muktzah put away? That would be our modern version of it. The idea is that you're checking with the family that everything is in order for Shabbos, and that used to be in the form of checking if the tithes were taken, and now it might be to check if the muktzah is put out of the way or the car's parked where it needs to be for Shabbos. But the point is that you're relaxedly, comfortably preparing for Shabbos and checking with everyone in the home in a nice, relaxed tone that everything is set for Shabbos. And with that, you give a gentle, beautiful reminder to your wife, not in an ogrely fashion. Just say, you ready for candlelighting? You might even say, do you want me to help or whatever? And you might help. The lady gets to light the candles. The husband should be in some way involved in the helping with the candles. But then he politely checks, are we good to go? Get candle lightings in 5 minutes, or are we all set? That's appropriate. And again, for the third or fourth time, I repeat, it must be done in a pleasant tone so that Shabbos is not brought in a rush and with tension and all of that. If the husband is away for Shabbos, it would be wonderful if he'd call in before Shabbos, wish his wife and family a good Shabbos, check that everything's in order, say it's 5 minutes to candlelighting, everything all set. That would be appropriate, and for the fifth time, everything should be done in a sweet, pleasant, and gentle tone so that the bringing in of Shabbos doesn't bring tension into your home. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.